Welcome everyone to this online meeting today. Istina, welcome. You are saying I'm happy to be with you again after some weeks. Very happy to see you here. Welcome, Jamie. Welcome, Veena. Welcome, Nikhil. And welcome, Ma. Welcome, Nitish. Welcome, Miriam. Welcome, Prema. Welcome, Devdas. Steve, you are saying good morning, Rajee, and all the kind spirits ready to listen to truth. Welcome, Steve. Zina, you are saying, beloved, thank you that you are here. Welcome, Zina. And namaste, Matthias. Welcome. Welcome, Wing. You are here. I'm also happy to see you here. Welcome, Tripti. You're also here. Welcome, Bhadra. I'm also happy to see you here. Welcome, Barbara. Happy to see you. Michael, you are also here. Welcome. I think this is first time you are joining in. You can send your question or sharing here on Facebook or on the Google Plus Hangout question answer window. You can type it in. Welcome, Mena. You are also here. Let us start now. I will continue greeting all of you as I receive them. Brother, you are also here. You are saying Namaste, Rajee. I am also here. Welcome, brother. Nitya, you are saying Namaste, Rajiji. Love and beloveds, love to all of you. Something like this you are saying. Very nice. Welcome, dear. And Nitya. Welcome, Ram. Jenny. Very nice to see you here again like this. Okay. I will start with the I welcome all of you first of all again. If you want to share something, if you want to if you want me to look into it, we can look together. If you have any question, you can ask here, connected to the discovery of our true nature, discovery of the natural joy that is present within ourselves. I can start with your email, Veena. You are saying Namaste, Rajiji. Your satsangs have made my contemplations and self-inquiry deeper. I feel so much gratitude for you. Thank you. Thank you, Veena, for listening. Thank you for following the pointings. You are saying, Rajiji, kindly, can you throw some light on the terms self-awareness, heightened awareness, and self-consciousness? Self-consciousness, and in the bracket you have written in zone, in light of spiritual practice. Their relationship, similarities, and pursuing it as a sadhana. In my understanding, they amount to the same and maybe subtle difference, but I am not sure. Also, would there be the same as the second step of three-step meditation? Uh, all of you, please try to see, try to understand that all the expressions of truth, all the expressions about truth, all are not really expressions of about truth. They are pointings towards truth, pointing like a finger pointing at the moon. So all the words which are used, the concepts which are used in the spirituality, in the expression and the pointing to the truth are not truth itself. They need to be followed. The pointing has to be followed. It is like if you have to speak about sky, what can you say? You can only speak about the sky that we know in relation to the objects which are perceivable in the sky. Can we say really something about the sky, the skyness, without referring to the objects? We cannot really say anything. And that's what precisely sky is. That is what is the truth of sky really. Sky is not objects that are in the sky. If we are talking about the essence of the sky. So the essence of the truth cannot be really expressed. Whatever is expressed is a relative, in relative terms, in relation to what is not essence, what is not permanent and eternal. So all these concepts which are used are not to be taken too seriously, not to be taken as knowledge. They are to be taken as pointing. And the greatest pointings are not in terms of defining the truth, they are in terms of turning your attention inwardly and helping you to discover within yourself the truth which is always present. So I feel like this. Let us not spend so much time in discussing the spiritual concepts. Let us find out ourselves where they are pointing to. As I said in the last session, I would like to add one more word here, which may annoy many beings, but I still want to do it. You are saying self-awareness, heightened awareness, and self-consciousness. I want to add one more word here: Coca-Cola. Now, what would you do? How would this Coca-Cola fit in this? Basically, it means these are just names. They don't contain any truth. The truth is in that who expressed them. The experience and the recognition and the living of the truth is happening in that being who is expressing them. And they themselves, these words don't have any meaning. It depends on who is trying to understand. I said last time also, a beautiful Zen master somewhere said that a falling rain, a falling rain cannot be translated into any language. Truth is like this. So let us not spend so much time in uh, trying to find out their relationships, similarities, and pursuing it as a sadhana. This is a common difficulty of all the spiritual seekers, that they are too much divided and somehow they are not able to concentrate their energy and come to one point where they can do something really from their totality. When you are told to follow this three-step meditation, follow it for a few days. Forget about everything else and then see what happens. But to also, I think we all seeker of truth need to understand, first of all, decide what exactly we want. We want to know the truth in the essence of it at any cost, or we just want to know it in the conceptual terms. And what happens is the seeker of truth tries to make sure that where I'm entering into the truth into myself is something worth, and it is safe, and things like this. It cannot be really calculated like this. Those who are very thirsty of the truth will anyway jump in, even if it looks very scary, unknown. And those who are not fully thirsty for the truth yet, they will keep sitting outside in their mind and discussing the concepts. You must decide what do you want. I can help you to look within to discover what is already present. I don't feel energy to discuss these concepts so much. But just to answer your question, are you are saying they amount, as per your understanding, they amount to the same? Yes, everything amount to the same. Everything means everything. Not only these concept, any concept. Self-awareness is a very nice concept, and let us stick to that only. Self-awareness, self-consciousness, it is all same. So there are no similarities or something. It is just the same, exactly the same. All of these concepts point to the same exact truth. So there are no similarities and no relationship between them. They are different. Different names have been given to the same reality, like apple, appelsen, I think in Swedish or something like this. But it points to the same reality. So what is the relationship between these two words about the apple? Is the same relation between these concepts. And self-awareness is not the, you are saying also, would these be the same as the second step? No, it would be the third step. Second step is the effortful self-awareness or awareness of the seer. Third step is the effortless self-awareness, that is real self-awareness. A self-awareness with effort is part of sadhana only, and it is not really called self-awareness. You are saying also another practice I had come across during yoga pranayam lessons was watching detachedly the dark space in front of the closed eyes. Can you say something about this? I would like to talk about this three-step meditation. Follow it and give me your feedback. If you are finding any difficulties in following that, we can look together. Because there is no end to the practices. And there is no end to the greed of the mind of the seeker who want to do so many things and understand everything before doing any and practicing anything. You are saying that I ask about this because I start my meditation practices most times from here by default. It is okay. Start from here. Let it continue whatever way you feel appropriate. Ask the teacher who told you this practice. And after that, if you feel like entering into this three-step meditation, enter into that separately. Don't mix these things. So, Veena, uh, this is my humble request to you and to all the seekers of truth. Focus. Take one technique, one practice, one pointing at a time. Follow that for a few days. Then only you can be sure whether it works for you or not. Mind has this capacity of diluting everything and bringing it to zero, to nothing, and declaring that it doesn't work for me. And that's why we all are missing. Truth is so simple to be recognized, to be seen, to be lived, detected. It is mind in which we are wandering here and there that we don't feel it. So do something about it by becoming single pointed. A single pointed focus is a must for a seeker of truth. Search for 10, 20, 30 years, no problem. But when you find a teacher and when you find a teaching which feels nice to you from your heart, from your guts, then follow it and only follow that for some time. Do not mix things. It doesn't take us anywhere. It only keeps us in the mind. Try to understand that divided state of the being is called mind. Undivided state is called self. This undivided mind is what is called self. There are no mind and self separate. It is the state of division in which we experience so many separations within ourselves and outside of ourselves also. So, Veena, this is my message to you and to everybody actually. Achala Devi, you are saying Namaste, dear Rajee ji, and dear Sangha, happy to be here. Welcome, Achila. Welcome, Mahima. Veena, you are saying what you say makes sense, Rajiji. I am following the three-step meditation regularly. I will continue with this. I understand I am following concepts and I need to drop this. Thank you. Thank you, Veena, for listening again. It is nice. It is nice. Do not follow any practice or anything forever, but at least give it a try for some time. But then, when you give it a try, give your total energy to it. Then forget about everything else. All the great masters, all the masters actually, awakened beings are always continuously trying to tell one thing, that find your true nature within yourself. The true nature has to be found within yourself and by yourself only. No other external support is needed. No techniques are also needed basically. But this technique is to make you free from the habit of moving in the mind, which is a circle of energy only, not the reality, which is based on which is rooted in the imagination power. And there is no limit to the imagination. We can continue imagining as much as we like. Infinitely, we continue imagining and remaining in that circle of mind only. If you want to see the truth, it is right where you are right now. Stop and see. When it is said stop, it means stop. Not trying to stop anything. If you try to stop anything within you, you cannot stop. And when it is said stop and see what is here right now. If you ask what to see, if you ask, I am seeing thoughts are there, is it okay to see or not? Then you are missing the point, missing the pointing. When it is said stop and see, stop right now and see. Not see what, just see. Welcome, Peter. You are saying thank you for your support and guidance. Thank you. Welcome, very welcome, Peter. Stina, you are saying, is it also not so helpful to follow your pointings and also Muji's pointings? It is a very difficult question that you are asking. I have already answered actually. I would say that if you are doing this comparison between my pointing and Guruji's pointing, follow Guruji's pointing only. Forget me. Forget this Raji and or Raji's online satsangs and the videos that are posted and the messages, the quotes that are posted on Joy of Clarity Facebook page. Forget all of that because Guruji, Mujiji is a great opportunity for all of us. Why to miss it? Forget everybody else. Just to follow Muji's pointings. Then is it not sufficient? Why you need to follow Raji's pointing also? Then is it not sufficient? Are you able to sufficiently consume all the pointings of Guruji? Are you able to have you practiced everything that he asked us to practice? Have you followed his pointing? Have you followed his pointer and have gone within yourself and found out who or what you are? And if you have done all of this, my last question would be, Guruji's the most fundamental teaching is, can the perceiver be perceived? Have you practiced it? Have you practiced it enough? And have you got the answer? Not the conceptual answer, not the answer in the form of a experience, but in the form of final understanding of truth, which is neither yes nor no, which is not an answer at all, but yet it is the answer. It is the answer. It is the real answer. Have you found that already? Why to mix then? Follow one teacher at a time, I feel, and Guruji is a great teacher. A great teacher, I feel like it's so beautiful. Guruji is a great teacher. So loving and so clear in the pointings. What wonderful language concepts are used in such a beautiful way. It is light, true light talking to us. Why to listen to Raji? Forget Raji. This is my answer to you, Stina. And you are saying no, not enough. Then listen to Raji only for some time. Then skip Guruji's pointing for a while. Because this is mind's habit to take more than one teaching to survive. Basically, it is just to survive because mind needs something to do. And what can be the best thing than having two ways? So you go and you fail, and you go to plan B and you fail again, and then you discuss. So all of this discussing, doing, coming, going, all of this is basically uh, the habit of mind, or habit called mind. So for some time, if you really want to know the truth, if you only want to discuss, it is different. But if you really want to know the truth, then skip Guruji's pointing for a while and follow what I am saying, and practice this simple seeing, three-step simple seeing meditation, which is already there on Joy of Clarity YouTube, and see what happens. But do one thing at a time, not many things at a time. It is not really going to help anybody. But if still you feel you're fine, then please continue. So it is not, I'm not saying that what you do or what you don't. I'm not giving anybody any suggestions. But if you are asking me, I am just answering your question. If you are asking that, is it also not so helpful to follow your pointings and also Muji's pointings? It is actually not. It is giving our mind some food to continue living on it. Because these are not two pointings, but for the mind, these are two pointings. And as long as we are not aware of our true nature and we are not living from life from our true nature, these are two pointings. All the paths reach to the same place, same mountain, same hilltop, but within themselves they are not same. This is my answer. I don't know if you understand or not. If not, if you feel like discussing, please you can. Randhir, you are saying pranams and love, Rajiji. So good to be with you. I love your satsangs always. So simple and profound your teaching are. Thank you, especially the ones about three-step and listening. Deep gratitude. Thank you, Randhir, for listening, for following. It's beautiful. I love you so much. Long back, I think it was asked from Guruji. A few years back, there's an old video. You may be able to find it somewhere. And somebody was asking that, uh, can you say how many beings have got awakened by following your pointings? And you know what he said? It was a bit sad. He said, who follows? Can you show me one person who follows? Like this, he said. Must be like like 10 years back or something like this, 8 years back, I guess. So follow when it is needed. Really follow. The orange juice and papaya juice are going to give only juice of life to the body, but they have a different uh, flavor. They have different form, and there is a different mechanism in the body to consume them, to digest them. They cannot be substituted in that way, isn't it? But the essence is same. That is what basically I'm trying to share. That to the mind it looks same, but actually it is not the same. If you want the best results. So I'm basically talking about the true seekers of truth who want to follow the best practice. And the true seeker of truth is the one who says that I really want to reach to the truth and I want to do it now. If that is what is the case for you, then best practice is the only option. You cannot take chance then. You cannot explore the possibilities and then go for one of them. So if you are an explorer in the spiritual field and checking the options, it is okay. It is totally fine to check all the options because it is such a great adventure for a being that it is totally appropriate to check all the options and satisfy your heart first before following any path. But once you start on one path, reach to some satisfactory level, either by exploring it fully and declaring that it is not going to take me anywhere, or by reaching when you are saying that can I follow your pointing and Guruji's pointing. If you follow any of the pointing, you will not need to follow the other pointing because both are pointing to the truth. So probably you are talking about listening maybe, not following. Listening and following is different. And following basically means letting it take you there, which is the true listening, just listening, not doing anything, not understanding, not trying to understand anything, just listening and letting this power turn your attention inward and help you discover your true nature. But if you are the doer of your listening, then only stick to one pointing. You are saying thank you for your clear answer. Now I feel I have to decide between you and Muji because I like to watch his satsangs as well. This is difficult to give up one of you. It is okay if it feels difficult, but it is going to help a lot. I feel like this because spiritual satsangs pointings are not entertainment for mind that you have to feel always good. This spiritual journey is not going to be always nice and beautiful. It is walking on a razor's edge. It is many times very difficult, painful also. Not because of the circumstances outside of yourself. They just amount to nothing for a seeker of truth. I'm talking about the pain and then discomfort that is created when you are opening up to your true nature and the ego is dissolving and shattering and falling apart. It is really painful. And still, a seeker of truth continues. Achhala Devi, you are saying, Rajiji, I don't see a difference between you and Muji. Am I missing something? No, dear. You are not missing anything. It's totally perfect. All point to the same in as many different ways as the mind can try to avoid. If you are following the pointing, then it points to the same truth. But would you like to follow all the paths to reach to the mountain? Why? What would be the need? If you reach, what is the purpose, the focus, the goal? Reaching on to the mountain top. And if one path can take you there, then why to try the other path? And when you are saying, Raji, I don't see a difference, probably you must have already started reaching inwardly. And at that level, there is no difference. But when we are walking, there is a difference. When we are starting, they are as far as they can be. When we are reaching, they are as close as they can be. When we have reached, they are same. So different pointings, different paths are like this. So very nice, Achala, to bring this in. My answer to you is that it is actually exactly the same. There is no difference at all. But if mind is greedy to listen to this and that also, then there is a difference. Then uh, then I would say stick to one only. So it is totally up to you, beloved seeker of truth. What do you want? You want to reach or you want to continue traveling? If you want to reach, you will have to stick to one path only. You will have to stick to one teaching only at a time. If you want to travel, it is totally fine. Because traveling is the joy of mind, ego. Reaching is the thirst of the being that you are. Because by traveling, by moving, by walking, by doing, ego survives. And by reaching, ego ends. Who would like to end them, their own self? Only that who is dying to discover the true nature. Who is ready to die? Dying means who is literally dying, who is literally ready to die to discover their true nature. That would be more interested in reaching. Achala, you are saying, I love what you said, that there is no path, there is listening. Yes, yes. Forget about doings, just listen and reach without reaching, without moving an inch actually, because it is not really reaching or doing at all. It is waking up where we are right now, waking up to this where we are right now. But whenever you will ask a question from mind, I will have to answer in that way only, so that it can be useful in some way. You are saying thank you, Raji. Thank you, Achala. It's beautiful to connect with you like this. Klaus Smith, you are saying, I want to be alone, even from my family. I have no time to waste. Is this ego a selfish act? Not necessarily, not always. Sometimes when we have very strong desire to to live our true nature, when we are too much suffocated by the uh, ego model, the limited model of ego, then such a feeling do happen. Such feelings arise within ourselves. But if we take these things as a means to freedom, then it leads us to nowhere. Focus on freedom, focus on discovery of your true nature. Let everything else be a supporting activity, and let your focus, your desire for freedom decide what is necessary. If it is necessary to be alone, even from my family, then it will also happen. Then you will feel very strongly and just will be unavoidable. But do not focus, do not spend your energy in these things so much. Because really, there is nothing which is in the way of discovering our true nature right now. The more we listen to the mind, the more we fulfill the demands of the mind, the more it demands. Mind is like a child, it will keep asking questions and it will keep demanding things like this. So it may be useful, it may be the case, and it is not ego and it is not really selfish in that way. Just stay connected to your true desire and do the needful from there only. Let that desire be your wisdom, because that desire is the presence of truth within yourself, desire for freedom. Stay totally connected with that all the time. Feel it, live it, and it will decide what is best to be done. We don't need to really think so much and make so much changes in our life. It is basically the ego model only which demands things. So, Klaus, this is my answer to you. Veena, you are saying Raji ji, I agree. I have come with lot of concepts, ideas, and things, but I have come to you with faith and surrender. Now that you are pointing at it, I am becoming aware of these accumulations within me, which I need to shed, and I am ready to shed this. I only need your guidance and blessings. Veena, this is a very good attitude. I am not saying that you need to really surrender to anybody, but surrender to your desire for freedom within you that will guide you what to do. And that seems what is happening in your case. You will listen more and more, and it will become clear. We just need to be clear. Clarity is all that is needed. We really don't need to move anywhere, do anything, correct anything, remove anything, modify anything. Although many experiences happen, a sort of a spiritual transformation takes place, but we don't really need to do anything on our own. We just need to be clear about what is truth, and what is not true, and what is true. What is not true is that which changes, which is temporary, and what is true is that which does not change, permanent. Within us, both these experiences are present, so it is possible to taste, to feel, to experience in some way that which is also which is not changing. That is what is called recognition. So we have possibility of recognizing in the middle of changes that which is not changing. We have this possibility of recognition, and it is going to happen like this slowly. It is happening like this. Listen, listen, listen. you know and if you are not able to listen, listen more. And if still you are not able to listen, listen more. And still if you are not able to listen, then probably it is time to find a different teacher maybe. So if you want to reach If you want to wake up, Vina, listen. Don't focus on doing so much. Focus on uh, listening correctly, because we don't really need to listen so much. We don't really need to listen so many times. We actually need to listen only once, in fact, but totally correctly. So listen like this. Thank you. You are saying thank you. Thank you for listening. Michael, you are saying, dear Raji, since I discover myself, it is surprise, joy, and laughter only. I didn't suffer yet. Am I on the wrong path? No, not necessarily, because suffering is a relative experience. So to suffer, first you need to define what is suffering, or you need to have very tight definitions of what you want and what you don't. Like we need to have too much preferences in order to suffer. Probably you don't have so many preferences. You are maybe already very flexible and liquid, fluid and flowing naturally, maybe. So it is not necessary that you are on a wrong path. Suffering is mostly uh, on the spiritual path, in the spiritual awakening. Suffering is mostly connected with the state in which we neither we are neither happy with the ego, with the separate self through which we are living life, self definition, and nor we are able to discover, nor we have yet discovered our true nature and able to taste that joy from within. But it is not going to happen to everybody exactly the same. So if you are happy right now, it is totally fine. Enjoy it, live it fully as you are now. And anyway, suffering is always there to monitor. Suffering is basically life monitoring our awakening, you can say, in a way. It is going to find its way. If there is something to be broken, if there is something to be highlighted, it will be highlighted. Because suffering means somehow we are, it stops us. Somehow we feel that, okay, what went wrong? Let me see. So it invites us to see actually more deeply. So it only, Michael, you will decide whether you are on a right path or wrong path. You can take maybe some basic pointings and check within yourself right now and in the coming days also. So keep these pointings I can share with you right now if you feel. You're writing something? You are saying the path feels great so far, and all you say fits to it and makes it more beautiful. Then it is perfect. Then don't let your mind doubt it. Then don't let your mind doubt it. Then just relax, enjoy. Then it is totally perfect. Because everything seems to be fitting so well. It is only the habit of the mind coming from the center of fear, from the inner environment of fear, that it feels like, is it something wrong happening to me, like this. It cannot be so simple, so easy, like this. I feel it is totally okay. Just relax, enjoy. You are saying I love it. Ah, yes, nice. Ram, you are saying, Rajiji, I just want to expose a few things here. These days, I have been running a coffee shop with my sister. Oh, and along with that, all the ideas about how to be successful is cooking in my head. Okay. When I heard you just said that we have to surrender to our desire for freedom, or choose only one path, or don't do so much, there is just a strong feeling that I am doing something wrong right now. Wish you will shed some light on this. Because what happens right now is that I feel there is so much energy to get involved in these activities, like how to sell foods and attract customers. Yes, yes, I can understand what you're saying, because this is the need of this project. This is the need of this life situation. It needs your energy, and it makes sense to to be successful in what you are doing. Otherwise, why you are doing it? Are you doing it to fail in this project? No. So if you are not doing it to fail in this project, you are doing it to be successful. Then be successful and do whatever it takes, and it takes all your energy. Like this. I feel this is totally fine. If you can be total in this activity, it will become meditation. It will become your sadhana. So just be dissolved in this totally, if it is possible. I'm saying if, that you will have to find out within yourself, that are you totally happy in this project? Are you totally ready to be dissolved, to be absorbed in this project? If you can be totally absorbed in this project, it will become sadhana, and you will discover your true nature in this activity, and you will discover that peace and love and silence in doing all these things also. So if it is, you must find out if it is okay for you. You can say something now if you feel. You are saying I feel better now, Raji. Okay, then enjoy like this. And doing this project totally cannot also stop you from just sitting by yourself, sitting with yourself. You are saying it is like there is a strong guilt feeling that I was doing something wrong when not watching satsang so much anymore, and try to do this business. Oh, okay. No, there is no need to have any bad feeling. You are in life. You are conscious. Whatever you do, you are going to wake up. If you do it totally, if you don't do it totally, you will remain in the mind, because the mind is not some identity, some iron walls which are keeping us imprisoned. It is a model of life. Dividedness of life is what is mind. So don't be divided. Whatever you do, it is your meditation then. And even if you do meditation, all the sadhanas, and remain divided, it is not going to take you out of the mind model, ego model. You are saying, but as you said, if I get totally in it, then it will become a sadhana for me. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It will become a sadhana for you, because what is sadhana? Becoming total, becoming present, becoming one. Becoming means withdrawing the energy from so many streams of mind into one, and that one can be anything. And life has brought such an opportunity for you. Many things may be highlighted actually in this activity. Your own projections, your own habit of judgment, and many shortcomings, many such things can be highlighted also in this real situation. So it's a wonderful thing. I wish you all the best for this project. This is a project to go within yourself, to discover your true nature. So do it totally. Take it like a sacred activity. Every step, every moment, everything that you are doing is so valuable, so beautiful, so important. It is not a mundane activity. It is not a worldly activity. There are no worldly activities. There is only worldly state of the self in which the world is seen. And when the self is in the correct state, the divine is seen in place of the world, samsara. No? Like this. You are saying, thank you so much, Rajiji, for all these words. Thank you for bringing this beautiful situation. It's a beautiful message for many beings who are in this such a situation. Very nice. On the same lines, Nitish, you are saying, Rajiji, suppose I am not able to dissolve in the project that I have undertaken, and I am just doing it for the sake of earning a living. Then isn't it a wastage of my energy and time? In that case, shouldn't I choose something where I can lose myself totally? If you feel if you feel a strong urge to choose something in which you can lose yourself totally, it is totally fine to choose that. It is only you who will decide. You are doing it to for the sake of earning a living. Is it not? It is important to earn money for living, but sometime for some being it may not be important. For me, it has always been important. So I have always been earning to live, even in the middle of internal crisis, or how to say identity crisis. But I would not say that it is a message for everyone. You must decide. And while one cannot focus on many things at the same time, one can do many things at the same time while remaining focused and centered on one path, on one act, one desire. If you stay focused and connected to your desire for freedom, every other activity will be seen as a supporting activity, like this project giving you money so you can live and so you can meditate. If you have a better option than this, if you have a better proposal for this model where your sadhana will become more intense, it is fine to go for it if it is not harming anybody. So, Nitish, you must find this out. If you want to say anything, Nitish, please you can say. You are saying thank you, beloved. Thank you, Nitish. Achala, you are also saying, Raji, I was going to ask you how to discern the difference between the dynamic self and the ego. But I see that whether there is activity or deep silence, I do not move. It seems that the sense of ego is when a sense of personality is created. But even if this happens, I am still behind that. And then it is perfect. It is perfect like this. I don't think I need to say anything anymore about this, Achala Devi. Nice. Trapti, you have said something. You are saying these talks about following one teaching did bring up feelings, thoughts, doubts like doing something wrong. It is seen that these are only thoughts without anyone thinking it. Okay, this is nice. Please say a little bit more because somehow I could not get the question that you want to ask from this message. You also said actually I really don't know. Okay. Aparna, you also said something. You are saying Namaste, Rajiji. I don't know what still mind or I need to hear or listen to one thing which ends this seeming separation and there, everything. There is some deep urge to merge in this moment. I don't know what to ask or pray for. Now, as everything is finished, no speaking, no knowing, nothing to become, nowhere to go. It's all finished, and yet it feels like I don't know what it is to say. Kindly, if you could finish it. This would be grateful. Thank you. Aparna, the golden key has been always given many times to all of you, to those particularly who feel uh, they are going deeper and dissolving. Their energies are dissolving in their true nature. The golden key on the similar lines. One more time I share. Whatever can be seen is. This is from Lord Shiva. No, Lord Shiva has said to his wife Parvati Devi that all that you see is Maya. If you focus on that, you will keep wandering for ages. There is only one thing which is beyond the power of Maya, that is the seer of Maya. Stay with the seer, focus on the seer, not on what you see. This is the golden key for everyone, for you, Aparna, right now. You're asking. Many things will continue like this. This will happen, that will happen. You will become the self and you will lose the self, and you will have a strong experience of the self, and the experience of the self will again change. Many things will happen, but all that is seen. Stay with the seer only. Do not move from there. If you want to finish this, you can finish this right now. Right now, stay with the seer and never move out. You have finished everything. Because there is really nothing to finish anywhere. There is no end to the dream in which we have been living. Within the dream of waking up, the dream of sadhana, the dream of slowly dissolving into the self, the dream of something is still left, the dream of mind is still not finished yet. All of this is dream and is seen. If you don't see it, you are in the dream. If you see it, you are out. Stay with the seer, confirm that you can see, you are already out. That which is out of the dream is not troubled by what happens in the dream. That is what is called waking up, awakening. Awakening to the true nature that I am the seer. And if you have to wake up to your seer nature, you really don't need to care so much what you see, how it appears, how it flows, how it moves, how it appears and disappears and changes, and what is the size today and what is the size tomorrow, what is the flavor, what is the color. You are saying, yes, I can see all this totally. Then don't ask anything, then simply keep quiet and only see and only stay with the seer. Don't move at all now. Not today, not tomorrow, just simply don't move. Yes. You're saying, yes, I needed to hear this. Thank you. And this is perfect. This is totally fine to come and to connect like this. This is totally fine. Because this is the very purpose of meetings and like this and satsangs, to remind you again and again who you are. So this is totally fine that you are saying that I needed to hear this. Yes, this is totally fine. I'm very happy. Enjoy. Bahare, you are also here. You are saying, um, Namaste, dear Rajee. So happy to be at your presence. Welcome, Bahare. I think during this session, it was highlighted very much that totality is all that we need, not even what we do. So it was shared with you, Ram, that if you can be dissolved, consumed totally in your project of your life, the coffee shop you said, your restaurant you said you are opening up, running right now, even that can become your sadhana. It is also highlighted, it is also shared that the problem is not what we are doing, the problem is how we are doing. And how we are doing is a state in which we are divided continuously in too many opposite directions. Our energy is flowing. You want to do this and you want to do the opposite of it also, like this. This is the mind state. We are we are slave of our tendencies of the mind. Totality is the answer. It doesn't matter what state, what situation it is. If one want to be peaceful, full of energy, full of light, full of clarity, in this totality, we do not really need to decide what to do, what is the right thing to do. Right thing is seen in front of you always, and you simply keep walking in the light of your totality. You don't feel you are choosing anything. It just unfolds. It just unfolds. Because the totality is being connected with the whole of life, back to the harmony, into the harmony of life, where the natural flow is unfolding from the very core and the wisdom of the whole whole life, whole universe. We feel privileged that life is flowing through this body, through this mind. We feel happy that I am alive. In the spiritual journey, it becomes even more important to be total in what you do. Because in the spiritual field, it looks like, to the mind, it looks like I'm not losing anything anyway. So there is no real loss. So it is okay to try and experiment the mixed model of doing many things at the same time. Whichever function, whichever works for me, I will go for it. None of them will work in this way. Because spirituality, the goal of spirituality is to reach to discover the spirit. The spirit cannot be discovered in the divided state. It can only be discovered in the totality, in the stillness of the mind. It is very necessary. It is very important to be total. And let your totality decide. Let your oneness with your desire for freedom decide what is right thing to be done. Please try to understand that although we are a group right now, and we are a group when we are with Guruji, and we are a group when we are in private meetings here in Pune, but groups don't reach to the truth. An individual being will reach. You will reach. And how much you are with the group is not really going to help you. How much with yourself, how much you are with yourself, that is going to help you. It is a journey of a alone being. It is not a journey of group. Group helps, but let these spiritual groups help you grow inwardly, go deep in yourself, not stay outside and keep hanging out and help. Uh, don't these these group activities help you save your ego? Let it help you discover your true self. I feel this is important somehow. A very simple question can help a lot. Ask yourself why exactly you are on this path of spirituality. If you are not on this path of spirituality to discover your true nature, to discover your natural, effortless joy, then it is not really going to help immediately right now. Then it would be much better to be clear what do you want and focus on that. Because it is seen sometimes some seekers of truth are not really seeking the truth or freedom from mind or suffering. They are seeking a certain type of happiness in their life, not the natural happiness, but a certain type of happiness, a certain achievement in their life. It is totally fine. Focus on that. But do not mix spirituality with any other goal. The only goal of spirituality is spirit, experience, living, and knowing of the spirit, recognition, living, and knowing of the truth of your true nature. This is the only goal of spirituality. There is no other goal. Let us not mix any other goal with it. Ram, you are saying? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rajee. Thank you, Ram. Istina, you are saying something? I also have to find a way to earn money. Since some years, I practiced not to think too much about this issue, just trusting that God will show me a way. Nothing has come to me. I have no idea what to do. Do I need to use my mind to find a solution? Can the mind help me there? Help me here? Please talk about this. You are saying I also have to find a way to earn money. And then you are saying just trusting that God will show me a way, nothing has come to me. Something has come to you. The feeling has come to you that I have to find a way to earn. So God has brought this feeling in you. Who has brought this feeling? God will not necessarily always bring the food. It may bring the opportunity also where you will earn the food and then you will eat it. So life has brought this opportunity, whatever is appropriate for me, happens. They have a saying, then uh, pray to God, but tie your camel. Don't ask God to tie your camel also. This much you must do. So who has brought this feeling in you that I must earn money now? God only, no? But all of these problems arise, all of these confusions arise when we don't know the truth of life, but we believe that we know, or we believe but we know. We believe that God will show me the way. Which God? Where is God right now? And who are you in relation to God? Taking these partial knowledge as complete knowledge is what creates anxiety and restlessness and confusion within ourselves. Before you know your true nature, nothing can be truly known. Only partially it will be known. So let us keep these, let's say, these situational issues and problems outside of spirituality. Do whatever is needful and keep focusing on the spiritual desire that you have. So if it need to be done, do it. Earn the money if it is needed. If God will bring money without you earning, it is also good. Say thank you. But when God is not bringing money, also say thank you, because it has brought a opportunity, and probably God feels that you will grow by earning money. You will be able to let go of some of your conditioning about yourself through the situations in which you don't feel comfortable. Maybe it is like this is the plan of God, maybe. And this is what I feel about this, Istina. Thank you for asking like this. Veena, you are saying, Rajiji, how can I know I am in the third step of meditation? I seem to be best to be lost in mind again when I move from the second step to the third. I feel I just want to give a little background of it for those who are not aware. There is a three-step meditation, a guided meditation that I have shared. It is called simple seeing. The first step is to simply see, close your eyes and simply see whatever is seen within you, whatever is seen, whatever you can see. Just keep seeing that. That this simple seeing, this keep seeing whatever you can see. Somehow, it helps you withdraw your energy, your attention from whatever you see. And let's not give it any name, particularly the thoughts, feelings, or anything. Just you are seeing, and you just keep seeing, without getting into any of the things that you see, without dwelling into any of the details of anything that you see. You somehow the energy starts coming back to you, and you experientially, you can say, you become more of a seer in this state. When you are dissolved, when you are involved and engaged in what is experience, what is being experienced, what is happening within you, you live more like a doer of life. When you start withdrawing this energy by just simply seeing, not moving, not doing anything, that energy starts coming back to you, and you start feeling more like a seer, not like a doer. And the you cannot be a doer and a seer both at the same time in one instance of life of time. So when you are a seer, seer of everything. Then you are just supposed to now from the first step, now you will move to the second step, that you will, certain energy has been accumulated, certain energy has been acquired by the seeing position, which is a flexible position right now. A effort is needed, so you are putting the effort of just seeing, and then you are more valuing the fact that I am seeing than what you are seeing. And then this energy is becoming self-sustained in a way. This is second step, staying as a seer more and more, not caring so much of what you see. And if you can stay like this here, then third step is very easy. And if it is not happening so easy, and if you get lost in the mind again, then it is okay to not do the third step. So until that, practice first and second step only. When you are able to master the second step enough, then in fact, even if you forget to do the third step, it will follow by itself. Because self-discovery does not need any effort. It only needs our availability, presence, totality. When you are totally staying as the seer for some time, not flowing with anything that you see, the recognition of your true nature will naturally happen, which is step 3. So, Veena, this is what I feel about this question that you have. You are saying, thank you, Raji. This answer is not really confronting me, but I have to confront this issue finally. Okay. We had so much talk about the truth, pointing towards the truth, query resolution about the truth, about the path, about the techniques. Now I feel this is a good time to come come back here and let us have a taste of truth right now. Right now, as I am going to share a few words, listen and let these words be followed within you by themselves. You cannot do it, but do not do anything else also right now. Totally, only listen. If you are doing anything else, then also the following of the words will not happen. Because these are not words which are being followed, are to be followed within. It is a direct pointing to the truth. So do not do anything else. No homework, anything that you have done so far, trying to solve any problems of life. All of this you can give up for a while. And later on, you can resume from there your life. So let go of the worldly life that you have as a person. Also, now let go of the spiritual life that you have as a spiritual seeker. Let go of it for a while. You will resume when we end this small session. You can resume from there as a seeker of truth again. Right now, let go of that also. Just for 5-10 minutes only. It cannot harm anything. In the night also, you sleep for so many hours. Then your spiritual journey does not disappear in the morning when you wake up. So just few minutes will not harm you at all. You can still continue on your spiritual journey if you wish so. But right now, let it go. Let it rest. Stay alone. Stay here right now only. Do not support any activity which is happening outside of yourself or inside of yourself. Do not attach yourself with anything at all. Staying loose, relaxed, inactive, tasting the edginess of your own existence right now. Tasting, feeling, living your existence without any activity. Activity is there, but you are not focusing on it at all. You are more focusing on the existence within you, which is not dependent on any activity, which is not affected by any activity, which does not demand any changes also. this pure existence which is here right now. The existence that you are right now is the answer for any question which may arise in the mind, in life, any confusion, anywhere. This existence that you are has enough wisdom, more than enough wisdom, to handle any situations, to see through anything. So this is what your taste is, which is always already here. No sadhana is needed to to taste yourself. Rather, you need to give up everything actually, and to find yourself here, to discover, to taste, to feel, to live. Journey, you are saying just this. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, just this. And this is not a stagnant, frozen state. This is the very core from where all the dynamicness comes out. But if we stay in the dynamicness of field of life, then we remain confused. We will remain confused, and we will suffer. If we come back here, stay in this state, in this core of yourself, life becomes very clear, beautiful, full of light and love, joy. Dynamic activities still continue as needed. You will enter in the word, but then word will not enter in you now. Word can never enter in you. Word can only enter in the mind. As long as you are in the mind, word will enter in you. When you slip out of the mind into your true nature, this pure existence, mind cannot touch you. Word cannot touch you. Words limitation is mind only, mind field only. Mind is the word. There is no word outside of mind. It was beautiful with all of you today, and I feel this is nice time to end this session. Thank you, thank you, thank you.